G'day guys, welcome to another week of scrapbooking with me, and this is the last video that contains one of the giveaway words. So if you're only just tuning in, if you go back and watch the videos prior that have the same thumbnail, you will have all the words, and you can jump over to the Facebook site and you put all your words in the below. Okay, so I've pinned the terms and conditions, and that's the post that you put all your words down to go into the draw for one of two prizes. Now, I'm going to just read you my little spiel so you know exactly and we all get the same information. This one is, so it's for my 1500 subscriber giveaway. To celebrate this milestone, I will be giving away 2 gift cards to 2 lucky subbies. All T's and C's are listed below. And don't forget to collect all 16 words. So the very first word was during our live that we had, I think 2 weeks ago. And then there's one in every video from there forward. One of them is a little bit tricky to find, but it is there. Now, what am I doing with this layout? This layout, I decided to use a cut file, which is a Paige Evans cut file. I used the Paige Evans Garden Shop collection, and the title I made with thickers from the It's a Boy sticker pack. Now, I have already backed the triangles. I had pre-backed them when I was doing something last week, and it was my entertainment for the day. So you don't see me backing the cut file as such, because what I actually did was all the pieces, all the center pieces, I actually took them out and I simply laid the cardboard on the cardboard. I laid the card stock on top that I wanted to, and I just trimmed around the edges. So, and there's a method to my madness in doing that, because I didn't want to back the cut file the typical way that you see a lot of people backing a cut file. I actually wanted my cut file to pop up off the page. So here you're going to see me go through a very wonky donkey phase of, instead of putting the, I found this a lot easier. Instead of putting the foam, the craft foam on the back of the pieces, what I decided to do was fill in the blanks in my cut file so that I could just put my pieces on top and it would work. So I think it works, and to be honest, I think that's probably, if I genuinely give it like 5 minutes of thought, I think this is probably the easiest way possible to back a cut file. And it gives you dimension, which is fantastic. I did think about, after I finished it, and something that I think I wish I did and I didn't, and I won't do it on this layout, but I'll do it on another one because I think it would look really cool. So what I did is I went through and put craft foam in all the spaces, just a single layer. But I think, hindsight, I think it would look pretty cool if you doubled up just on some of them. So some of them were raised up double and some of them were level. I think that would look really cool. And then you could also put some directly to the cardstock as well, like paper piecing, putting it back in exactly where it goes. So a couple of different things when I look back and have a bit of hindsight. The last week's been pretty chaotic for me, I've got to say. So, and today we had a gymnastics carnival today, and it was competition, and it was difficult. I've got to say it was difficult because I'm going to have a little bit of a rant. I'm not going to name people or clubs or anything like that, but what I'm going to say is it's very, very difficult to remain positive and upbeat when your child's competing against other people. And I understand that gymnastics is a very cutthroat sport. Like you've either got it or you don't. Once you're in the competitive realm, and I have to say, the one thing that tips me over the edge the most is when children that clearly, like so obviously, should be in the group up from your girls, because they just wipe the floor with our kids. And it's so disheartening to see all the hard work and and the effort and all that training. Like Jen trains 9 hours a week, which is pretty for a 12-year-old, a just 12-year-old. I think it's actually, I would say that is a max I would like her to be training. I know we don't go to all the big elite gymnastics places, but it's a little frustrating. It's just frustrating because today there was a particular team from a particular place, and those girls were like 15 and 16. And I know with gymnastics, they don't do it it's not an age thing. You do have unders and overs, but you kind of, it's really frustrating because I'm trying to say what frustrated me the most, but what's really difficult is when you can see that some girls clear, like crystal clear, should be level 5 or level 6. Like that's where they really should be competing, but instead they sort of take the safe zone and stay at my daughter's level. And unfortunately, their skill set is so much more, especially when you find out that they've been training at that level for 4 years. Like, it's really, really disheartening for us. But, I mean, you know what? It is what it is, and it's character building and all those sort of things. But I tell you what, my character needs no more building. I am I am truly to the point where, when you just go, that's enough's enough. I'm a bit over this. I think if people are genuinely that level, then that's okay. But it's very, very, very disheartening for the kids that are working so hard and they get nowhere. It's very, very frustrating. But that's okay. Someone's got to lose, right? So now you can see what I'm doing. So I've gone around the borders of all these pieces, all these cut file pieces. I went around the edges with the Distress Oxide vintage photos. Now, what else was I going to say? Something just popped into my head and I completely forgot it. No, it's gone. It was going to be something. Jen decided to come in and help me play jigsaw puzzles, getting it all back together again. It was kind of helpful actually, because I was like, something's not quite right here. So these papers, I absolutely love this collection. It's the Paige Evans Garden Shop collection, and I have to say I wanted to do a layout that showcased all the patterns, and it wasn't till International Scrapbooking Day and I went on Paige Evans into her shop on Etsy, and I found this one and I went, you know what, that could work. That could be perfect. The perfect cut file to be able to put down my favorite sheets out of this particular collection, and I get all that colory goodness all on one page, which is, I just love that. So sometimes we look at a collection and think, oh yeah, I'll use that, but then all that pattern on one sheet, one 12 by 12 sheet, sometimes it's too much. Sometimes you've got to take a step back and go, yeah, nah, that's not working. So this really worked. I was really, really happy with this. Now, when I cut the cut file, I made it a little bit smaller, and I sort of left a 1-inch border all the way around, except for one bit's a little bit. I glued it down slightly off center, but it's okay. See this one? See how the piece is actually a lot wider. I was trying to leave I think they're 1/2-inch borders. I don't know. Is it 1/2 inch? I'm looking at the tape. This is what I do while I'm doing yeah, 1/2 inch. So the green tape that I'm using is one that I got from, where was it? Crafts Online. And it's a bit narrower. It's low tack tape and it's pretty good. It's no mint tape though, just FYI. It's, mint tape from scrapbook.com. Oh, it's amazing. Now, this is where I decided, okay, so I've got my background. I don't want to cover the background up too much. I want to actually be able to see it. And this was one of my scraps out of this collection, and I decided that I was going to back the photo, because the photo is so simple. And all it is if you saw yesterday's video, you will know that Angela can turn her inside out, her ear inside out, and she can make it pop, and it's a funny story. Well, the same funny story goes with these photos, because these are the ones where she's sucking her tongue, and she does it in such a peculiar way, and it's really, yeah, it's different. I don't think she does it anymore. I haven't seen her do this for a very, very long time, but she still does the ear thing. And she actually showed me tonight, because I showed her one of the comments from one of you guys, and I said, "Can you still do it?" And she's like, "Yeah, watch this." And she just did it, and it's like, oh my, I watch her when she turns her ears inside out. It's so funny. So these photos are they're 2.5 by 2 inch. Sorry if you can hear that. That's Gizmo trying to get outside. He thinks that he should be out there. He wanted to come in, but now he wants to go out. Typical dogs. So what's everyone up to this week, other than entering the competition that ends at the end of this video at 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time? The entries will close. So anything past that time, I'm actually going to put a comment. And once I put that comment in there at 3 o'clock, that's when entries will close. So if your name's not above mine, you didn't get your entry in on time. And the hardest part is you've got to have a cutoff time. You've got to have, there has to be something like that. So, yeah. Now, what I did do was I pulled out my Uniball Signo Broad Gel Impact Pen in gold. It's a gold pigment ink, and it's nice and bright. When you put it down, you can see it really, really nicely. Have a look over on the Facebook group for the close-up photos. And you can really see it really good, although I do a close-up here shortly. So I just wanted to do a little bit of pen work on here, and it was kind of, I know it looks like a really simple layout, and you know what? It is a simple layout, because this is another one of the things I wanted to show you guys. Every single layout doesn't have to be over the top with embellishments and all the bits and pieces. And did you notice this one? No mixed media. No mixed media on this one. Super simple for our last one for this particular giveaway batch of videos. So I will be back tomorrow with another video, and it will not have a magic word in it. And I cannot wait until, I can't wait until 6 o'clock the following night. So it gives me, Monday when the giveaway closes, which is 3 p.m. my time, which is Australian Eastern Standard Time, once it's closed, it gives me a couple of hours to, because I literally am going to check and make sure the names that come out, I'm going to go back through. There's your giveaway word, guys. Giveaway word is giveaway. Okay, so basically when it comes down to this, the 2 names that I draw out, I will go back and make sure that they've left a comment, they've liked the video, and obviously have all the words correct. So unless those 3 things have happened, you won't have a valid entry. So, and I want to give back to you guys. So that's my little way of doing it. And like I said, you get the choice. If you're Australian, New Zealand, you can choose either a scrapbook.com or you can choose a voucher from Crazy Craft Obsession. And why did I choose that store? Because they are lovely people. They have amazing stuff and they're Australian and they support my channel. So I would love it if my subscribers support them sometimes. Now, this is the close-ups. I just ran over the title. It actually had a blue line in it and I don't mind that, and I thought it would work really well, but I wanted a bit more shine on there. So I went through with my gold pen and just went over the blue part of the letters, and bingo, that was exactly what it needed. So no extra embellishments or anything. And that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget all your 16 words, and I'll chat to you later. Bye for now.